Started and it's 5:01. And we're going to take a meditation seat here. Welcome to this yoga practice and meditation with the Courageous Warrior Coalition. I'm Gina, I'm the president and the founder of the organization, and I'm happy to have you with us today. Today we're celebrating Police Week, which was last week, and then Nurses Day and Firefighters Day, which was the first week in May. So I want to thank and give back to all of the first responders and frontline workers that do their job every day to keep us safe and well. So to start, today we'll do a meditation, and you can find whatever comfortable seat, whether you want to sit in a chair or you want to sit on the floor. I'm sitting on a yoga block actually to kind of bring my hips up a little bit above my, bring my pelvis forward. So that's a little more comfortable for me, but whatever comfortable seat you have. And then your hands, you can either do fingertips touching at your heart center or in your belly, or you can just do palms up on your knees and either close your eyes if you're comfortable with that, or a gentle gaze down at the floor. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. Breathe in. Breathe out through your nose. Bring your attention to your feet. Feel your feet pressed against the ground or your yoga mat. Notice your toes, all the way from the big toe to the little toe. And bring your attention up to the tops of your feet. Your ankles, your shins and your calves. Feel your shins either pressed against each other if you're in a cross-legged position, or pressed on your mat. Grounding yourself here before your yoga practice today. Let go of anything that happened this past week, anything that happened earlier today. And just be present right now in your body. Notice the sensations as they come up in your body, and without judgment around them, just let them be. There's nothing to fix. There's nothing to do. You are perfect where you're at right now, right here. And then bring your attention from your lower legs up into your knees, into the upper legs, the thighs, and the hamstrings. Move your attention up into your hips. Feel your sits bone, tailbone there, pressing down into your block or the mat or your chair, wherever you're sitting. Press down and then bring the crown of your head up towards the ceiling, lengthen your spine. Continue to breathe naturally. If you find yourself getting anxious, you can continue with belly breath, step breath, or ujjayi breath. Just let your body relax here. Let it go. And then from your tailbone, go up your spine. Feel your back strong and tall. Make your way up to your shoulders and release them away from your ears. Relax your arms. Bring your attention down your arm all the way from the biceps and the triceps, the elbows, the forearms, the wrists, the hands, and each and every finger. Now go back up your arms into your shoulders, to your neck, then your jaw. Release your jaw. Notice if it's tight, just kind of let it relax. Maybe open your mouth, do some jaw stretches here. Don't realize how much we clench our jaws throughout the day or when we're upset or nervous or tense. Just release it now. Then bring your attention into your mouth. Release the tongue from the top of the mouth. Soften your facial bones, your cheekbones. Soften behind your eyes. Feel your face completely relaxed. Feel your body completely relaxed. And then bring your attention once again up to the crown of your head. Feel your spine, your back long. Allow any tension that is left in your body to be released from the crown of your head out into the space away from your body. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale through your nose. Hold it at the peak, or at the very top, and exhale through your nose. Breathe in. Breathe out. Your hands to your heart. Feel your heart beating by pressing your thumb knuckles into your chest. Acknowledge yourself for showing up today. This meditation and the soon-to-be yoga practice, however you are. We'll conclude this meditation practice with one silent Om. So breathe in. Breathe out. Eyes are closed. Gently open your eyes. Blink them open. Take a minute. Kind of get yourself back present into your surroundings. If you need to wiggle your toes or your fingers. Sometimes it's very common for your limbs to sort of fall asleep and get pins and needles when you're meditating. It just sort of gets better with practice, or you can use some different props. You take a big stretch up and lean to the right. And lean to the left. And come down, and if you're not on your mat, get on your mat, set up for the movement portion of the program today, the yoga practice. If you have a block, it's a great tool. It's see it as a tool and not as a crutch, because there's lots of times you can use blocks to help improve our practice in many different ways, either to scale up or to scale down. If you don't have a block, a yoga block, you can use a book, like a textbook is a great option. Even a water bottle can be used. So have this nearby, okay? And then we're just going to start in tabletop position. So wrists and hips about the same distance, hands and hips the same distance. And you want to put your weight evenly into all fours as you can. And then when we breathe in, we're going to drop our belly, look up, cow pose. Breathe out, arch our back, cat pose. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. One more. Breathe in, cow pose. Drop your belly. Breathe out, cat pose, arch your back. And then we're going to go into downward facing dog. And if you're not sure what all these poses are, just kind of go with the flow today. Look on your screen. We also have 3 videos on our YouTube page, Courageous Warrior Coalition YouTube page, that are called the Yoga Academy, and they break down a lot of the yoga poses over the course of 3 different classes that I previously recorded. So check those out. That's a great way to learn the different poses if you're unsure or new to yoga. But we're going to do downward facing dog. Press into your hands, press into your big toe mounds, the bony part right behind your big toe. And then send your tailbone up towards the ceiling. If you need to bend your knees to make that happen, bend them as much as you need to. And then if you need to take some movement for the first one of the day, maybe for you can pedal your knees out, or you can take stillness. Press into each and every knuckle and the L shape of your hand. So your pointer finger to your thumb. So much so that you're not in the palms of your hands. Your palms are actually raised like the arches of your feet. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. Walk your feet to your hands. Halfway lift. Press your hands into your shins, flat back. Forward fold. Breathe out. Inhale, extended mountain, rise up. Reach your hands over your head, look up, maybe even back a little bit. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Lift your toes. Exhale, high to low plank, chaturanga. Elbows straight back. Inhale, upward facing dog, press into the tops of your feet. Exhale, downward facing dog. Press into your big toe mound. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. One more, and then we're going to flow. We're going to move. Breathe in. Breathe out. Jump or step forward. Halfway lift. Fold. Extended mountain. We're going to move now. Forward fold. Halfway lift. High to low plank, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Set your gaze like one spot on the back of your mat or towards the wall or window behind you. If you feel your mind wandering, come back and bring your eyes back to that one point. Breathe in. Breathe out. step or jump forward. Halfway lift, fold over. One more sun A, extend the mountain, look up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hide a little plank. You can put your knees down for this if you need to. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Step or jump forward. Halfway lift. Fold. My hair up for this one so you can see me a little better. I'm not doing 80s rock star hair. Chair pose. So your big toe mounds are touching. Remember that big toes are touching the bony part behind your big toe. Little space between your heels. I have really tight hips, so for me this is a challenging pose. Send your tailbone straight down. Lift your arms up. Feel your legs starting to burn a little bit and turn on. It's good, it just means you're alive. Breathe in. Breathe out, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Step your right foot forward, warrior one. Right foot at 12 o'clock. Your left foot at a 45-degree angle. Come into your knee, your front knee. Breathe in. Breathe out, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left side, warrior one. Chaturanga. Up dog. To down dog. All right, now you guys are experts. We're gonna do one more just like that. Breathe in. Breathe out. Look forward. Step or jump. Halfway lift. Fold over. Chair pose. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Up dog. To down dog. Step the right foot to the right hand, warrior one. Bring your gaze up as you come up. Bring your gaze down, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left side, warrior one. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Step your right foot forward, crescent lunge. Now both feet are at 12 o'clock. You're on your toes of, tippy toes of your left foot. The weight is in your right leg. Press the left hamstring back behind you. You can come up or hands to heart, whatever is good for you right now. Drop the back foot, warrior two. So back foot is at a 45-degree angle. Still low in the front knee. Peaceful warrior, bring the arm back. Chaturanga. Up dog. To down dog. We call that a vinyasa. That same pattern we take from chaturanga to up dog to down dog between all of the poses or sequences of poses. Step your left foot forward, crescent lunge on the left. So same thing, just different side. And you may feel more stable or less stable on the side. That's perfectly normal. You can also drop your back knee. You do cactus arms, arms straight up, prayer. Warrior two, gaze over your front middle finger. Peaceful warrior, bring it back. Chaturanga, high to low plank. Up dog, breathe in. Down dog, breathe out. Look forward, step or jump. Halfway lift, fold over. Mountain pose, come up, hands to your side. From here, go into tree pose. So I'll face you here for this one. I'm on the right side. Foot at either your shin or your thigh. You can get it up there, not on the knee though. Soften your knees, you don't want to lock your joints out. And once you feel stable and you're pressed into all four corners of your left foot, you can express out, maybe arms behind your back, right at your prayer center. And if you fall out, like I just did, go right back into it. Breathe in. Breathe out. Switch sides. Tree on the left. We do a bind here. Open up your chest. Just soften your right knee. Lift and spread all 10 toes. Back to extended mountain, I'm just going to turn. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Step your right foot forward for triangle pose. So right foot's at 12. Left foot is on a 45-degree angle. And you can have a block or that book or water bottle we talked about earlier. You can put that on the outside of your right foot. So you can make contact with the block, which is making contact with the ground, grounding here. Then look up over your left shoulder. Both legs are straight. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come up. Exhale, pyramid pose. So both feet now are at 12 o'clock. The left foot might be slightly turned. It's 10 o'clock or so, 11 o'clock. And then fold over your right leg. Pyramid pose or namaste front facing forward fold. More or less the same thing. You might have to adjust your feet, left to right, front to back, to ground down, but then be able to fold. If your back foot's coming off the mat, move it up. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Up dog, down dog. Left side triangle pose. Again, each and every one of these poses, pick one place or one thing to look at. And if your mind starts to wander, just go back to your gaze. We call that drishti. Helps you to stay present, get into the body and out of the mind. Inhale, come up. This time we're going to do a forward fold. So turn your toes in, almost pigeon-toed to face each other slightly. And then side facing, wide leg forward fold. You can keep your hands on your hips. Or if you want a shoulder rinse here, put your hands behind your back. Or namaste hands. Bend your knees generously to bring your chest towards your thighs. Inhale, come up. Exhale, namaste, front facing forward fold. Pyramid pose on the left. And you can keep your hands either in the same bind, change the bind, put your hands on your hips. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, chaturanga. Don't forget, you can always drop the knees if you need to. Up dog, down dog. Breathe in, breathe out. Jump your feet through your hands, come sitting on your bottom, and then lay down into bridge pose. Feet as wide as the hips. Press into all four corners to lift your hips up. It's all in your legs here. And then your hands can go to the sides. You can pull them underneath if you want. Sort of even help you a little bit, get a little higher. It's great if you have low back issues. And come down. Bridge, go up. And then from here, if you have wheel pose in your practice and you want to get to that, go ahead. It's a little more of an advanced pose, but perfectly available to everyone. Even if you can't get all the way up, just put your hands by your ears, and then you can come to the crown of your head. And then once you can do that, you can press all the way up. Using your legs here, pressing down to lift up. Lift and spread your toes. And come down. Supta Baddha Konasana. Butterfly legs, so the feet are touching each other. The soles of the feet are touching each other. You put your hand on your heart or belly, or just kind of whatever's comfortable for you. Give yourself a breath here. Inhaling through your nose, exhaling through your nose, keeping some of that heat, that's tapas, we call it, heat in your body. Breathe in. Breathe out. And then kind of come up to a seat here. And we're going to do double pigeon. So I have tight hips. This one is one I usually use a block for, but I'll try to show you without it. You want to bring your foot on top of your right foot on top of your left knee, but see how like my knee is kind of, my right knee is kind of all wonky there, and it's like not good for my knee. In order to help, if I didn't have tight hips, that would be, ideally they would be even. But you can grab a block, or like I said, a book, pillow, put it under, in front of your in front of your left knee, put your right foot on top of it. And there, that helps to sort of balance you out. You can also sit on a block. That brings the pelvis forward. That helps as well. Then from here, you can sit up tall, bringing the crown of your head towards the ceiling. And then if you would like to fold forward, you can hinge forward. It can just be a little bit, or it can be a lot, depending on how you're feeling today. Listen to your body. If anything hurts or anything is bothering you, like step back or stop, you can always modify the poses if you need to, or some days it just is not always what you want it to be, and you have to maybe just lay in Shavasana for 20 minutes. We'll get to that though shortly. Now switch sides. Actually had that experience today on a run. I was planning on doing like a 2 to 3 mile run at lunchtime, and my legs were just, I could tell I was dehydrated. I was not drinking enough water the last couple of days, and I just had to be okay with running 1 mile and walking for a while after that, walking another 1.5 miles or so. And sometimes it's hard to allow yourself to just be where you are. But my alternative was to continue to run with the calf pain and the tight legs, and then possibly injure myself and not be able to do this class tonight, or not be able to go for a run tomorrow. So listen to your body. And give up having to always do more. Gentle breaths. We're slowing down the heart rate now. And then come with your feet facing forward, both feet. And you're gonna reach towards your feet, and you might have to bend your knees a lot to make this happen because you want this to be a release in your low back. You do not want to curl your back or to put extra strain on your low back. So in order to release the low back, you might need to really bend your knees. That's okay. And you don't have to reach your feet. You can reach for your shins or your ankles. Breathe in, reach up. Breathe out, fold forward. Bring your shoulders away from your ears. Once again, releases in the low back. Release. Come to lie on your back, and if you have that block or book or something firm, or even actually a pillow, you can lay on that and take waterfall pose. If shoulder stand, handstand or headstand are in your practice, if you're a more experienced yogi, go ahead for that. Or you could just try for them, you know, maybe not do headstand or handstand or headstand, but you can try shoulder stand. Put your hands at your low back to support you. Press your heels towards the ceiling. Or, like I said before, just grab a block, or even just lay on your back with your feet up. Go feet up a wall too, great option, right? We're all probably in a building right now where we can put our feet up a wall or up a piece of furniture like a couch. The idea here is rejuvenation, to get the blood flowing in the opposite way in which it normally flows. Few more breaths here. Slowly come off any props or the wall if you're on one. Lay on your back. Bring your knees into your chest. Drop them to the right. Look to the left. Bring the left arm out. Supine twist. Hopefully Instagram, you can see me, sorry, to adjust that a little bit. And then other way, we're basically just laying on our back, twisting our low body the opposite way of our head. I just heard my back pop, so must mean I needed that pose today. It's stiff from sitting in a chair all day, sitting in a car all day. We're standing all day on our feet in one position, sort of like, usually we're never standing where the weight is balanced. And then come to your back. Take a good morning stretch. Breathe in. Open your mouth. Let it go. Close your eyes if you're comfortable, or soften your gaze and take Shavasana. Just relax with your hands, palms of your hands facing the ceiling, arms and legs relaxed on your mat, comfortable position. If your mind starts to wander, your thoughts are starting to race again, it's okay. Just let them be, let them come and go. Focus on your breath. Focus on the body like we did in the meditation earlier, the body scan. Maybe pick a part of your body or go through the whole body. And put your attention on that. Listen to the sounds around you right now. I hear birds chirping outside. Maybe Right, really take those things, time to notice those things that we rush through life and barely notice because we're always on to something else. Get present to what's going on right now. And start to bring some movement back down to your fingers and your toes, hands and your feet. Roll over to a side of your choice as you come up to a seated position. Bring your hands back to your heart center, eyes closed or soft gaze at the ground. We'll conclude the yoga practice this evening with one Om. Breathe in. Bring your hands up to your forehead center. Press your thumb knuckles into your forehead center. The light in me sees the light in you. That's what the word namaste means. It means that I see you for who you are and how you are right here, right now, how you showed up today. Not what I want you to be or how I think you should be or how you were yesterday, but I see you and I see your light right now. We bow together and say, Namaste. Thank you everybody for joining me today. And don't forget to check out all of our social media pages, Courageous Warrior Coalition, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, a YouTube page. But all the social media will have all of our latest happenings going on. Also, our website is a wealth of information. We have all of our videos linked on there. So if you missed something like, say, the Yoga Academy or another class, or you want to go back and retake this class today, you can absolutely do that at courageouswarriorcoalition.org. Thanks, everybody. Have a good night.